Okay, so good afternoon, good morning, good evening from whichever part of the world you're listening from. My name is Bumi Onilide and I'm the convener of Waraid, Work Against Rape and Indirect Discrimination. Work Against Rape and Indirect Discrimination is an initiative that aims at ending sexual violence, modern slavery, human trafficking, and today in commemorating the 16 days of activism, we are in Badagry local government, and this project is in collaboration with Badagry local government, and we bring together women, mothers and girl children, because the theme for this year says ending sexual violence among women and children. And so we have workshop, we have speakers, survivors are sharing their stories, and we are putting tools in the hand of women and children, all aiming at ending sexual violence. As an organization, we believe that prevention is the best thing that we can do when it comes to domestic gender-based violence. So we gather women here today and their children, and we are supplying them with tools that they need so that this occurrence will not be prevalent in Badagry local government especially.
We can't do this alone. Gbogbo àwa tá jẹ́ obìnrin, gbogbo àwa màmá, gbogbo wa gbọ́dọ̀ dìde dúró pé zero tolerance to domestic violence and child abuse. Kò sí ẹni tó lè jà ìjà yìí fún wa, kò sí ẹni tó lè dúró fún wa, àwa fúnra la máa dúró fúnra wa. This has been a program that everybody, especially the governor of Lagos State, said no to domestic violence and child abuse. The executive chairman Badagry local government said no to domestic violence, zero tolerance to domestic violence and child abuse. And me standing here as supervisor for women affairs and poverty alleviation, I say zero tolerance to domestic violence and child abuse. I would like to say that seated here today, we have at least about 98% of people seated here who have gone through one domestic violence or the other. I was sexually abused by a bishop. You know, like we usually have family doctor, we have family pastor. Hello? So my mom will tell me, your exam is coming, go to the family pastor to go and pray. Unknowing to her, anytime I get to the so-called pastor, stuffs were going on. I did not say anything until I was married. But guess what? This same person continued until I was married. So the first 7 years of my marriage was without a child. So what I want to say is that some of you or people around your neighborhood, your friends, your family, some has brought home bastards as a result of violence. Some of you don't even understand what violence means. Bullying is violence. Not being taken good care of is violence. Mo ṣe ìpinnu láti òní lọ, màá mójútó ìdílé mi. Olúwa yóò dẹ̀ ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Ohun tí màá fi mójútó ìdílé mi, Ọlọ́run á fi fún mi. Ẹ̀mí ọgbọ́n, ẹ̀mí òye, ẹ̀mí ìmọ̀, ẹ̀mí ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run á wà ní okùn àyà.
In Badagry, we are so particular to ensure that our communities, our society is free and devoid of any known violence, most especially sexual violence and offenses. We don't want it. We don't want it to our women. We don't want it to our children, most especially our young girls. We want their foundation to be solid. I want their future to, we want them to grow in our communities where there will be fear of God.
whether we are Christian, we are Muslims, or we are also doing the other one traditional beliefs.
Peace is key.
Peace is key, and that's what we want in Badagry.
Government should be ready, number one, to let there be awareness, because most of the time we find them happening in villages. Nowadays, people that are enlightened, they get away with it. Let perpetrators be punished. As much as we devote time for the girls, let us do the same thing for the girls.